mind right and make this work. Let's go to work. Come on. Everything you got last round. Everything you got. Go get it, go get it.
Welcome to GCU Softball Stadium on the campus of Grand Canyon University for tonight's matchup between the Iowa Hawkeyes and your Grand Canyon University Lopes. I'm Philip Katafmo alongside Alex Larson for the final game of the GCU Invitational against the Hawkeyes. The Lopes split the series so far in a 12-0 loss on Friday, and on Saturday, and a 1-0 win on Sunday, led by Bobo with a no-hitter.
Yeah, this is the last of a three-game series. Both of the first two games polar opposite. The first game all Iowa, and the second one probably about hour and 20 minutes, maybe less, because Brianna Aguilar-Bocage was throwing unbelievably on the mound up until the seventh inning until she gave up a hit to Mallory Killian. She was at 62 pitches. Unbelievable.
So a great performance by Bobo led to a win for GCU, and they look to close out the GCU Invitational with a win against those Iowa Hawkeyes. We'll take you around the diamond for the Lopes starting lineups. At third base, Sierra Smith. Shortstop, Shay Smith. In left field, Maddie Dowdle. Center field, Lainey Gomez. Right field, Taylor Kay. Second base, Lorianne Olson. At first base, Kaylee Dietrich. Behind the dish, Nikki Gonzalez. And in the circle, the freshman, Yesenia Morrison. Morrison coming into this one with a 2.95 ERA, 1 win and 2 losses in 19 innings pitched, 22 hits given up, 8 earned runs, and 11 strikeouts. And maybe Yesenia can get a similar performance that Bobo did in the game on Saturday. Leading off for the Hawkeyes is first baseman Mallory Killian. She got the hit to take the no-hitter away from Bobo on Saturday, and she is ready for the first pitch from Yesenia Morrison. First one in the dirt for ball one. Killian batting .371 in the leadoff spot for the Hawkeyes. 13 hits on 35 at-bats, 11 RBIs, and 3 home runs. The 1-0 on the way. High for ball two. So Morrison behind in the count early, 2-0. Beautiful Monday evening. No wind so far. Not too cold outside. We've been pretty blessed with some good weather so far this entire weekend. The 2-0. Down the line, foul. So the count moves to 2-1. Morrison looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The 2-1 on the way. That one fouled off again. Killian battling at the plate, draws the count 2-2. Morrison able to get Killian swinging for 2 straight foul balls. Was behind in the count 2-0 and then works it to a 2-2. Two-2 on the way. Fouled off again. The 2-2. Outside corner. Got her looking for strikeout number 1 and out number 1 for the Lopes.
Good start for GCU and the freshman on the mound. This is a very capable team offensively, and after a tough at-bat, battling away was Killian. Morrison was able to win the battle.
Arlie Bogard steps in, the shortstop for the Hawkeyes. First one in there for strike 1. Bogard batting .260 on the season, 13 for 50. The 0-1. In the dirt for ball 1. 2 RBIs, 13 hits, 50 at-bats, 2 doubles and 2 triples. For the freshman at shortstop for the Hawkeyes. The 0-2 on the way. Outside for ball 1.
Now, since Saturday, Bogar's numbers have gone up. She went 3 for 4, or she had 3 hits against Georgetown that morning, so she had a good morning for herself.
The 1-2. Picked up by Smith, bobbled by her glove. Not going to make the throw. And Bogar will get on, 1 out single.
It's a tough play, but I don't know. That one may go down as an error. You got to make that play. Tough play, like I said.
So a little bobble over at shortstop by Shea Smith. With 1 down, the Hawkeyes have 1 on. And Sarah Kurtz will step in, the senior at third base for the Hawkeyes. Morrison looking for a double play. The first one high for ball 1. Gonzalez looking down at first base. A little change in the lineup for the Lopes. Kaylee Dietrich over at first base instead of Bianca Bowling. Check swing. Did she go? Yes, she did. So the count will move to 1-1.
Yeah, Lopes haven't seen Bowling over there at first since Thursday, so Dietrich has been getting her hacks and getting the chance to raise her batting average at the plate.
The 1-1. Swung on and missed, gets past Gonzalez. Bogar will move to second. And on the pass ball, the Hawkeyes.
Foul.
That was called foul.
I've seen that several times. It's like, yeah, that's what she's trying to argue it. It seems like it wasn't a foul tip, and they've called it a foul tip.
Well, we can't necessarily hear everything up here at the booth, but
you can kind of see.
It didn't look like it hit anything.
Exactly. It's been the same umpiring crew all tournament, so similar calls.
So of course we are GCU TV. We'd like the runner to stay at first. She will, but got to call the game as we see it, and it didn't look like it hit off any piece of the bat. So Kurtz is still up, 1-2 count. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 2 for Yesenia Morrison. 2 down for the Lopes.
Yeah, how about 2 strikeouts now for Morrison, and that's really going to help her out. If she can get into a flow here and get her offense going, she could be in looking like a start like Bobo.
Allie Wood steps in for the Hawkeyes, the senior center fielder, batting .280 on the season. The first one outside. Gonzalez looking over at first, won't make the throw.
You notice it's so much more with Gonzalez behind the plate compared to Hill, the pump throws.
The 1-0. Inside, throw down to second, not in time. Bogar gets over to second finally. Initially thought she got on the pass ball. Instead, she'll take the base in a steal. So the count will go to 2-0. Bogar on second, 2 down for the Lopes. Looking to get out of the inning.
And she's much more aggressive, and I think with that also comes a better arm. She's got a little stronger of an arm than Kenzie, and she a little more accurate.
The 2-0. Outside corner for ball 3.
Seems like the strike zone has been opposite from day to day. One day we saw the inside, the next it was the outside, and just kept switching off.
The 3-0. High for ball 4. So Wood finds herself on first base with a walk, and with 2 down, Devin Cantu will step in. So a little bit of a circled visit for the Lopes. Can't call it a mound visit, technically not a mound. Cantu batting .244, 10 hits on 41 at-bats, 1 double and 7 RBIs. 6 walks as well for the sophomore catcher. First one on the way. Little low for ball 1.
Seems like the success on Cantu has come from pitching it inside with her open stance, the foot almost outside the box. By pitching it inside, she can't really reach it.
The 1-0. And they'll hit the inside corner for strike 1.
See, it just, even if she swings, she'd have to turn well in advance of the ball coming there, which would pull it foul, but if she does swing on time, it's going to jam her up in the hands.
Exactly, get her a little jam shot, the 1-1. Over the plate this time for strike 2. The 1-2. Fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 1-2. Off speed high for ball 2. Throw down to second, not in time. Good thinking by Nikki Gonzalez. Looks like Bogar might have taken a little bit too much of a lead over there at second. Throw not in time. Count will go to 2-2, 2 outs. Hawkeyes have a runner on second and first. The 2-2. Outside, out of Gonzalez's glove. Bogar will move to second. Wood will move. Bogar will move to third. Wood will go to second. Full count now to Cantu. Just kind of popped out of Nikki Gonzalez's glove back there. So the count is full, 2 on, 2 outs. The 3-2. Little jam shot up the middle. Smith picks it up. Throw going to be not in time. 2 runs will come around for the Hawkeyes. And Iowa leads 2-0.
Well, not the start that Morrison wanted. The play up the middle necessarily wasn't the hardest hit, but because of the ball and where it was put up the middle, Smith still wasn't able to grab it and take advantage of Cantu's speed, so 2 RBIs.
Mackenzie Snyder in the designated player spot for the Hawkeyes. Morrison looking to get out of the inning. The first one in there for strike 1. So Cantu beats out the throw from Shea Smith at shortstop. Brings around 2. Morrison will try to get out of the inning, only giving up 2, the 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2.
Something that was seen with Iowa the first game in the first loss was they really like to pile on the runs consistently each inning. Even if it was 1 or 2, then they would blow out an inning.
The 0-2. Chopper up the middle. It'll get past Olsen. Cantu will stay at second, and it's a base hit for Mackenzie Snyder. 2 on again for the Hawkeyes. And the Lopes still looking to get out of the first.
Well, saw some work done with Iowa with 2 outs in the first game as well. 4 runs with 2 outs scored. And they're just as dangerous with 2 outs and not the start you wanted, ideally, for Morrison. We thought maybe it would be Coons today, but Morrison on the mound, and now she's really going to have to regroup and hope that she can get out of this inning with only 2.
So it looks like the Hawkeyes will go to a pinch hitter. Taylor Libby will come in to pinch hit for the Hawkeyes. Libby batting .167 on the season, 1 hit and 6 at-bats. No RBIs. Only started 1 game so far for the Hawkeyes, and in a big RBI situation, the first one on the way. Off speed. Little high for ball 1.
The bottom of this order in the 1-0 loss for Iowa struck out combined 6 times between the 3 of them, 7, 8, 9.
The 1-0. Ooh, a little bit of a dangerous throw from Nikki Gonzalez. Thankfully, Dietrich is able to dig it out. Count will go to 2-0.
Sometimes you see too much aggression from Gonzalez, and she makes kind of foolish impulse plays. That's not the throw you want to be making with a runner on second.
The 2-0. That one fouled. Well, great dig by Kaylee Dietrich over at first base, because that one would have definitely rolled into right field, and it may not have been deep enough to score Cantu, but definitely would have moved her to third.
Yeah, second and third and 2 outs, way better than first and second 2 outs.
The 2-1. That one right past short and third. Cantu will stay at third. Bases loaded for the Hawkeyes. So the inning continues with 2 outs.
Yeah, this is what we saw as Coach comes out in the top of the 7th when Iowa exploded. They kept hitting Morrison, and they really just could do no wrong, and they just kept scoring runs. And it was too bad to see because GCU just didn't have an answer.
So Pearson will go to talk to Morrison. Try to settle her down, get out of this inning. She's only given up 2 so far. And with the GCU offense as good as it is, a 2-run lead isn't really a big deal.
Well, they're going to have to hold them here because Writing, they've only scored 2 runs combined on Iowa the whole tournament so far.
So Haven Montier will step in for Iowa. First one outside for ball 1.
This is an out you got to really expect to get and go after her straight up.
Montier batting .111 on the season. 3 hits on 27 at-bats. 11 games started so far for the Hawkeyes. The 1-0. Little roller picked up by Sierra Smith, and that will end the Iowa top of the first. Not before they get 2 runs around. We move to the GCU part of the first. The score, 2-0. Men's basketball extends their season at home as they host a college basketball invitational game this Wednesday, the 14th. You can catch that game right here on GCU TV at 7 p.m. So Iowa gets 2 around, leaves the bases loaded. And now GCU will try to get to Aaron Redding here in the bottom of the first. Sarah Kurtz at third for the Hawkeyes. Shortstop Arlie Bogar. At second, Daniela Ibarra. First base, Mallory Killian. Left field, Cheyenne Pratt. Center field, Allie Wood. Right field, Haven Montier. And behind the dish, Devin Cantu. And on the mound, Aaron Writing. The junior with a 0.72 ERA, 1 win in 9 innings pitched. 6 appearances, 1 earned run, and 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you haven't necessarily pitched a ton of innings, but still have shown that your stats are good. Oh, I thought we were ready to play there. I thought someone was stepping in.
Well, Nikki Gonzalez will step in to lead things off for GCU. Nikki usually finding herself in about the middle part of the order. Tonight, she's leading off.
And her play, obviously her performance at the plate lately has been the reason for that.
Nikki has been absolutely on fire for the Lopes. Gonzalez batting .313, 5 home runs, 25 hits in 80 at-bats. And she's in the leadoff spot. The first one from Riding on the way. That one fouled off straight back. So Nikki usually utilized as the hitter that brings around the runners. Tonight she'll try to be the first runner. The 0-1. That off speed swung on and missed for strike 2.
Well, the numbers with Riding are interesting. 7 hits in the 9 innings, so hitters were sort of able to get there. Obviously only 1 run, 6 strikeouts and 1 walk.
The 0-2. That one into center field. Wood is there to make the catch for out number 1.
It's got to be one of the highest fly balls we've seen at this GCU softball stadium.
Well, we know Nikki's got the power, usually likes to hit him out to left field. That one in a straightaway center, but Wood's there to make the catch. 1 out. And now Shea Smith will step in.
The birthday twins.
Yes, happy birthday to Shea and Sierra Smith. They turned 21 today. First one on the way. And it'll be a base hit for Shea Smith. And she will get the 1-out hit and get things going for the Lopes. So a little birthday gift to herself and the rest of the team. Now Sierra Smith will step in with her sister Shea on first.
Well, if they could get something going here and even get 1 run on the board, that would show Iowa that they're here to play, as always.
First one on the way to Smith. That one into left field. Going back is Pratt. tracks it down, makes the catch. Smith will tag and make it to second safely. So heads up base running by Shea Smith moves herself to second. Sierra Smith flies out with 2 outs. Jordan Keaton will step in as the designated player.
Wow, the ball's carrying and it's floating up in the air tonight. That one,
which is interesting. There's not really too much of a breeze out there.
Yeah, exactly. But Pratt, wow, she got turned around a couple times, it seemed like there. It looks like she had a little bit of problems catching that.
So little mount visit between Cantu and Riding. Keaton so far batting .349, 15 hits on 43 at-bats, 8 RBIs, and 6 doubles for Jordan Keaton, who is the designated player today. The first one on the way. That one in there for strike 1.
You're noticing early with Riding is the strikes that she throws. She's not dancing around the zone a lot. She just goes right at you and trusts her pitches.
The 0-1. That one into left field again. Shortstop should come over to get it. Bogar will make the catch. So the Lope strand 1. The score still 2-0 as we move to the second inning. You're watching GCU softball here on GCU TV.
Hey Phoenix, it's Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Here at the top of the second, the Lopes find themselves down 2-0. Yesenia Morrison still in the circle for the Lopes, giving up 2 runs early on in the top of the first. And we'll see if she can shut down the Hawkeyes here in the second. Daniela Ibarra, the senior, stepping in now for the Hawkeyes. The senior at second base today is batting .171, 6 hits on 35 at-bats. First one on the way. Outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 on the way. Little inside for ball 1.
Well, you can really forget the first inning and get yourself back on track with a quick inning here and boost your confidence again.
The 1-1. Off speed, swung on and missed for strike 2. So the count goes 1-2 on Ibarra. The pitch. Off speed, swung on and missed. No, it'll be fouled off again. So again, that sort of mystery foul tip. And Dale Wilson, the home plate umpire, talking to Yesenia Morrison. Ibarra, Killian, and Bogar will be the 1-2-3 for the Hawkeyes. The 1-2. Outside corner for ball 2. So the count goes 2-2 to Ibarra. 2-2 on the way. That one grounded foul. The 2-2. That one fouled off this time for real. So the count will stay at 2-2.
Yeah, Yessie already at 33 pitches. It's a tough start for her, and she's got to get back on track here if she wants to get at least 4 innings.
The 2-2 in the dirt for ball 3, so the count will go to full. Ever since that mystery foul ball, Ibarra has been able to work herself back into a hitter's count. Now the count full, 3-2. That one fouled off again.
Well, these Hawkeyes are resilient at the plate. Seems like you see plenty of at-bats, at least 7 to 8 pitches, and that really starts to wear on a pitcher.
That one a chopper to Smith. Throw on to first. A little high, no problem for out number 1. So a ground out is how we get things going here in the top of the second. Top of the order now coming up for the Hawkeyes, Mallory Killian. So Ibarra grounds out. 1 down for the Lopes, starting a relatively similar way that the last inning started. Of course, Killian got on with a... Killian struck out her first at-bat. I'm sorry, it was Arlie Bogar who got on with the error. So Killian struck out. She's 0 for 1 so far. Takes the first one in there for a strike. The 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Well, like you said, Alex, if the Lopes can get a 1-2-3 inning, they can really carry that momentum into their half of the second and hopefully tie this one up.
All it's going to take is 1 hit to really disrupt the momentum.
The 0-2. That one chopped foul. The 0-2 to Killian. A little high for ball 1. So Dale Wilson, the home plate umpire, Robert Huff at first base, and Trina Comerford at third. That's the umpire and crew for tonight's game. The 1-2 to Killian. Off speed, little floater. Smith won't get to it, so Killian's bat will extend. Count will remain 1-2. The 1-2. Outside corner, got her rung up. Another strikeout for Yesenia Morrison, and out number 2 for the Lopes.
Nice frame job there back there by Gonzalez to bring that one in. Yeah, I think that was starting out a little far outside, but able to get the strikeout.
So Bogar will step in. Last time got on into the error. First one off of Yesenia Morrison's glove. Not going to be in time, so poked down by Morrison. And Bogar gets on again.
She's not even beating Morrison, just getting on by really not luck, but fortune for her. And they can get those plays going for GCU, then things can switch.
First one to Kurtz inside for ball 1. So Sarah Kurtz stepping in now with a runner on. Last time she went down on strikes. Morrison looking to get out of the inning. The 1-0 on the way. Little chopper. Olsen on it. Throw on to first. And that will end the Hawkeyes' top of the second. The score remains 2-0 as the Hawkeyes strand 1.
Got the best apparel to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshop.gcu to find everything GCU, from the newest gear to the coolest accessories. Use promo code GCUTV20 to get 20% off for being a GCU TV viewer. Let's paint the Valley purple and Lope's up.
So graduation coming up. If you want to get your grad students some GCU apparel, or any upcoming freshmen coming in, you can use that promo code. GCU TV 20 just for watching this broadcast. Who doesn't say watching TV pays off? So the score still 2-0. Lope's looking to put some runs on the board here in the bottom of the second. It'll get things going with Laney Gomez. Gomez batting .315, 28 hits, 20 RBIs, and 2 home runs for the senior. First one on the way to Gomez. That one should be trouble. It'll fall in between short and left, and Gomez will get on and move to third. So a bad throw moves Gomez to third base. And the Lopes now with a runner on and a possibility to cut down the deficit.
Cue the circus music out there. Just running around after the ball drops and everything, but that's great awareness out there.
So it fell in between Bogar and Pratt out in left and short respectively, and a bad throw moves Laney Gomez into scoring position. Lorianne Olson stepping in the first one on the way. A little high for ball one. Olson batting .297, 30 hits, 12 RBIs, and 1 home run, looking to make it 13 RBIs on the season to bring around Laney Gomez, the 1-0. Outside for ball 2. So the count, just like the score, 2-0. That one in the dirt, gets past Cantu, not enough to score Gomez, and the count will move to 3-0. Seems like pass balls have been an issue for both catchers. But Gomez will remain at third, the 3-0. That one right down the middle for strike 1. The 3-1. In there, outside corner for strike 2. So the count will go to full. No outs, runner on third. Lope's looking to cut down the deficit.
Good job by Riding after going down on the count 3-0 to come back with 2 strikes.
Olson awaits the 3-2. Outside corner. And that'll be a walk. So Olson will go to first. Gomez will remain at third. And now Taylor Kay will step in, the junior right fielder. Kay with a big opportunity here to cut the deficit to 1. Kay batting .359 on the season, 23 hits and 1 RBI. So we'll see what Taylor Kay can do. It's not going to take really anything much to score Gomez from third. Shows bunt, pulls back, throw down to second, cut off. Everyone will stay except Lorianne Olson will move to second.
All right, we're trying to get the runner trying to go home, but didn't bite on it, and it's good base running out there.
So a good cutoff at second base by Ibarra, knowing that Gomez was going to take off if the throw took the second or shortstop to second base. So runners on second and third, the 0-1 on the way. That one will be caught by Bogar at short. So 1 down for the Hawkeyes. And now Kaylee Dietrich will step in.
Yeah, that's one of the situations you didn't want to happen. Almost a strikeout situation where there's no chance for any of the runners to advance, and it's just a sure out.
So 1 down, and Kaylee Dietrich now with an opportunity to possibly tie this one up. First one on the way. In the dirt, dug out by Cantu for ball 1. Dietrich batting .250, 8 hits, 3 doubles and 3 RBIs. Found herself with 8 walks. So patience at the plate for Dietrich, the 1-0 on the way. In there for strike 1. The 1-1. That one bobbled at third. Everyone will stay, and there will be 2 down now for the Hawkeyes. So Kurtz bobbles it a little bit at third. Gomez and Olsen will stay, and 2 down now with Maddie Dowdle up.
Another unfortunate situation for GCU. No chance for either of the players to advance, and now there's 2 outs. They got to get a base hit here.
First one on the way to Dowdle. That one picked up at short. Will the throw be in time? It is. Wow. So GCU strands 2, unable to cut the deficit by the Hawkeyes defense. The score remains 2-0 as we move to the top of the 3rd. You're watching GCU softball here on GCU TV.
I'm a senior at GCU studying hospitality management. Since the program started, it's already grown so much. There's so many opportunities for students to be able to learn outside of the classroom. We have the golf course, we have the hotel, the restaurant. My professors are industry professionals. It makes me feel comfortable knowing that I'm being trained in relevant information. When you graduate from GCU with a hospitality degree, people know that you're prepared. I think it makes you better equipped to handle any situation. It makes you more valuable, especially here in Phoenix when there's so many opportunities. The best part about being a GCU student is just the fact that I'm in a community where everyone supports me and everyone wants to see me succeed. One of the things I love about GCU is just the importance they place on servant leadership. I serve in the children's ministry, teaching Sunday school. It's incredibly rewarding. GCU is helping me find my purpose.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
The score remains 2-0 here at the top of the 3rd. The Lopes looking to shut things down for the Hawkeye Bats and get up to bat themselves at the bottom of this inning. Allie Wood will lead things out for the Hawkeyes. Got on a walk last at bat. Was able to come around and score for the Hawkeyes. Morrison still on the mound for the Lopes. And the first one on the way to Wood. Ground ball. Backhand by Smith. It'll go foul. The 0-1. Off speed, hits the outside corner for strike 2. So Morrison, 3 strikeouts on 2 innings pitched so far, 4 hits and 2 runs, none of them earned. And she'll look to close things out in the top of the 3rd. The 0-2 on the way to Wood. Swung out and missed. Strikeout number 4 for Yesenia Morrison. Out number 1 for the Lopes.
The pitch trailing towards the outside part of the plate with 2 strikes seems to be fooling these Hawkeyes, and that's why she's got 4 strikeouts, 3 of them the same pitch.
First one on the way to Cantu. Little low for ball 1. Cantu last time got a hit that brought around those 2 runs. Takes the first one low for ball 1. The 1-0. Inside for strike 1. And you talked about Morrison trying to pound that inside corner against Cantu. So to jam her up a little bit with that. The 1-1. That one popped up in the air. Gonzalez going to make a play on it. She will make the catch for out number 2.
Well, that's the jammed up right there. I mean, off the inside part of the hands or on the outside part of the hands. Like you said, after swing so early, you can't reach it, and that was just an easy out.
So Mackenzie Snyder will step in, also has a hit on the night. Was left stranded in the top of the first. First one on the way. Ground ball foul. The 0-1. Slow roller foul. Snyder's batting .280 on the season with 2 outs. She's only batting .300. So she's a better hitter with 2 outs. Hopefully the Lopes can bring down that average, looking to get out of this quick inning, 1-2-3. And with 2 strikes, Morrison will try to do that. The 0-2. Popped up in the air. Going back is Dowdle. She will make the catch. 1-2-3 inning for the Hawkeyes, and the Lopes will move to their bottom of the third. The score remains 2-0. Cheer on your favorite business at the Canyon Challenge, GCU's business plan competition where student entrepreneurs compete to fund their business. Be a part of the excitement March 28th in the GCU Arena and watch live right here on GCU TV. That's sort of like our version of Shark Tank, I believe. Not legally allowed to call it Shark Tank. But the Canyon Challenge, a lot of fun. It's really I got a chance to watch some of it last year, and the ideas on there were very inventive and very interesting. Could have been anyone's game, or well, it's a challenge, so yeah, I'll say anyone's game then.
Well, that was something that stuck out to me when I transferred here from another school. I just saw that and I was like, well, I've never seen that anywhere, and
yeah,
that's a cool idea.
Kind of what makes me wish I had cool ideas to pitch. How about I'll think of an idea. Maybe I'll bring it up after Nikki Gonzalez bats. So Gonzalez leads things off here in the bottom of the third. Last time flew out to center field. First one on the way. High for ball 1. Gonzalez leading the team in home runs with 5. See if she can make it 6, the 1-0. That one popped up again. Kurtz coming in, does not make the catch. So the count will move to 1-1. And Gonzalez's at-bat will continue.
That goes back to exactly what Paul Denuser and I were saying on Friday game, I believe. These are Big Ten athletes recruited to play at the highest level. That catch has to be made every time.
The 1-1. Inside, strike 2. Thought that one was a little low. A little bit of a late call by Dale Wilson, but the count will move to 1-2.
Was high, the higher the pop-up, obviously the harder, but plenty of time to roost under it.
The 1-2. That one into left field. Going back. 6 home runs for Nikki Gonzalez. A solo shot cuts the deficit to 1.
A solo home run for number 26, Nikki.
Put anything over the plate and Nikki Gonzalez will drive it to left field. Another long bomb for Nikki Gonzalez. So Shea Smith will step in. After the home run by Nikki Gonzalez, Sarah Kurtz could have put Gonzalez out for out number 1, but unable to make that catch, and Gonzalez Tips the cap to her, the 2-1 outside for ball one.
Yeah, that's a good point. That should have been an out, and it was dropped because of that the missed fly ball. That is exactly why that play needs to be made every time.
Yeah. So the 1-0 to Smith. Last time she got on with a base hit. The 1-0. Outside corner for strike one. The 1-1. Showing bunt. Unable to get it down, so the count will go to 1-2. The 1-2. That one foul.
Looks like this game's going to come down to who can score more runs at the end. I feel like each team is kind of going to get their shots, and it's going to be knotted up as we go into the final innings.
Smith awaits the 1-2. That one smacked into foul territory, so the count will remain 1-2. Some of the SIDs reminiscing about Nicky Gonzalez's home run that landed in the Grove right over the netting here, and that's a pretty tall fence in terms of the netting, and Nicky absolutely hit a moonshot that landed in the Grove. The 1-2. Swung on and missed for out number one. So Shea Smith goes down on strikes. Sierra Smith will step in. And if you're not familiar where the Grove is at, it's that turf field behind the actual softball stadium. And Nicky Gonzalez hit that, sailed over the little bit of a street we got in between the park, the stadium, and the Grove. Ground ball for Sierra Smith, the base hit with one out. Smith will stay on first. And with one down, Sierra Smith gets a base hit, a birthday gift to herself. Shea got hers, her first at-bat. Now Sierra Smith gives herself a base hit.
Corners were in there expecting a bunt right there by Sierra.
Keaton.
And that makes 14 straight games with a hit for Sierra Smith. So a good hit streak, 14 games.
First one on the way to Jordan Keaton. Swung on and missed. Smith will take off. She's safe and will stay at second.
Haven't seen Cantu throw a runner out this whole tournament. Does not get the ball up fast enough, and the runners just continue to take advantage of that. But the last one, Killian was way up there on the corner expecting a bunt, and that almost would have been a routine ground ball over there. But because she was in, it was a base hit down the line and hard to get.
So Keaton with an 0-2 count, one down. The 0-2. So Cantu sets up outside and Keaton drives that one foul. Count will remain 0-2. Keaton last time popped up to the shortstop. The 0-2. Chopper right past the third baseman. This will be enough to score Smith. Keaton with a double ties things up at 2. So a chopper over Sarah Kurtz at third base. And the Lopes tie this one up.
Keaton's been doing the job lately for GCU, been able to score runs for him, been able to get it done in clutch two-out positions, and tying it up now, GCU has a chance to take the lead.
Ashley Yoways will step in to relieve Aaron Redding. Redding on 2.1 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout, and 1 home run. And with 1 down, we'll see what Yoways can do. Lenny Gomez will step in when Yoways is done warming up. So Sarah Kurtz makes that catch. Nikki Gonzalez is out. And then there would be 2 outs. And if everything else goes the way it goes, the score is 2-1, not 2-2. So like you said, Alex, big time in Division I, you got to make those outs. Have to.
Well, I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter the difficulty degree of the catch. Obviously, she had the run over there and it was a high fly ball, but just misread it and overran it, and you're expected to make those plays.
Number 11, Lady Gomez.
First one on the way. Gomez will show bunt. It'll be caught on the fly. No one's there to cover second, so 2 down. Keaton will stay at second. And now Lorianne Olson will step in. So right there, again, if Kurtz makes the catch, that's the end of the inning.
Number 21.
Well, and she's got to know that. And she's got to understand that's her and got to bounce back.
First one on the way. Up the middle, picked up by Yoways. Throw on to first for out number 3, but not before another home run by Nikki Gonzalez. And then Jordan Keaton able to bring around Sierra Smith to tie things up at 2. We move to the top of the 4th, the score, all knotted up at 2 as you're watching GCU softball here on GCU TV.
GCU offers more than 200 innovative programs across 9 colleges, which now include cutting-edge next-generation programs in engineering, computer science, and information technology. Grand Canyon University, the quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu.
Hello, Phoenix. This is Jerry Colangelo from Grand Canyon University. You can join the GCU community by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors and get the support you need to excel. I look forward to seeing you on campus.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening.
A lot of fans here at GCU Stadium. And they're in for a treat so far. The score tied up at 2 as we move to the top of the 4th. First one on the way. In there for strike 1. Taylor Libby will step in. The 0-1. Slow roller. Smith will pick it up, throw on to first. Foot comes off the bag, no tag. And Libby is on with a base hit.
Would have liked to see Shea charge that. I know it was a slow roller, but tracking all the way over your left like Sierra did is way tougher than charging it and trying to glove it and flip it into your hand over the first as you're charging. So,
well, either way, it was going to be a close play.
Just think you can get a better throw and make sure that Dietrich keeps her foot on the bag.
So Cheyenne Pratt will come to pinch run at first. Initially, she was in left field, replaced by Now, there's a whole bunch of differences for the Iowa defense, but we'll get to those after. First one outside for ball. But right now, we know for a fact that Haven Montier is up. Last time she got out with a ground out. Takes the first one in there for a ball. The 1-0. So the count goes to 2-0, no outs. You're right, Alex. If it's going to be a close play, but if Shea Smith charges that one in, Sierra has to come across to try to make that throw. The 2-0. Bunt shown, bunt not down, throw to second, in time! Cheyenne Pratt out at second base, a great throw, and what? They called her out.
Maybe she was blocking the base, but she was just receiving the throw. There's no way.
So for now, Cheyenne Pratt is safe at second. Could have swore the throw was in time. It looked good from up here.
Well, we saw the umpires call out. I think she's just trying to listen to her coaches. They're trying to get the better of this case, but no, I don't see how she's not out.
No, she was definitely out. The throw was in time. So we're waiting for something. Coach Pearson's out there trying to figure out what's going on.
No signal. Still nothing.
So for the time being, the Lopes are treating it as an out. And that's how it'll be treated. So a great throwdown by Nikki Gonzalez for out number one. A little bit of confusion.
Well, I think only because the runner didn't get off. She was just trying to stay on, and the umpires were already like, we already called you out.
The 2-1. Popped up in the air. Oh, Gonzalez will make the catch. So a diving grab by Nikki Gonzalez for out number two.
Yeah, nice catch, but you got to let Dietrich catch that ball. You're wearing all the pads. If you drop that, it's going to be a tough, and you give another free at-bat to him because Dietrich would have made that easily.
So 2 down for the Lopes. And Daniela Ibarra will step in. The 1-0. Little chopper picked up by Smith. Throw on to first, and it'll be called foul. So that was the first pitch. I'm not sure where I saw the 1-0, but the count goes to 0-1, 2 down. So much, a little bit of confusion on the field is bringing its way up to the booth, at least in my case. So the 0-1 on the way. In the dirt for ball one. So another 1-2-3 inning looking for the Lopes with 2 outs. The 1-1 on the way to Ibarra. Outside corner for ball 2. So the count 2-1. That one popped up. Smith will come over to make the catch. She will do just that. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Lopes as we move to the bottom half of the 4th. The score still tied, 2-2.
The Spring Student Spotlight Dance Concert starts tomorrow. Enjoy inspirational choreography performed by GCU students and celebrate the arts March 13th and 14th tomorrow and the day after in Thunderground.
And I believe admission to that event is free.
That is correct. Doesn't get any better than that.
If they were handing out T-shirts, I would say it'd definitely be a GCU event.
Well, yeah, I was going to say GCU always gives T-shirts. Love it.
So Yoways will remain on the mound for the Hawkeyes. Taylor Kay will lead things off for the Lopes. She had a pop out to the shortstop last time. And we'll see what she can do in her second at-bat.
Leading off for Grand Canyon, the right fielder, number 20, Taylor Kay.
So Taylor Kay will get things going in the bottom of the fourth. Lope's looking to break the tie here. First one on the way. Kay will bunt. Bobbled at first, and Kay will get on. So bobbled by Killian at first base.
That's big because that gives a base runner here in the bottom of the fourth, and time's still plenty of innings left and softball left to be played, but time's starting to expire. So I want to do it now sooner than later.
First one inside for strike one to Kaylee Dietrich. The 0-1 on the way. Bobbled again by Kurtz at third. Everyone is safe. Kay moves to second, and Dietrich gets on now.
Well, now you just kind of have a feeling that GCU's in for one of those innings there. First play should have been made. Second play can't necessarily expect it to be made because of how hard that ball was hit.
So Kate Acton will be the pinch runner over at first base. Get some more speed on the bags with Taylor Kay at second, and now Kate Acton on first. And Maddie Dowdle will look to bring them around. So Lope's threatening early in the bottom of the fourth.
Number 4, Maddie Dowdle.
And Dowdle, who's got a couple home runs on her resume with 3, awaits the first one from Yoe. Showing bunt, gets it down. Picked up by Kurtz, throw on to first in time for out number 1.
Yeah, there they go. Second and third now. 1 out, and GCU looks to take the lead here in this inning.
And look who steps up, Nikki Gonzalez. Last time Nikki Gonzalez crushed one into left field to break the shutout. And we'll see what she can do with runners in scoring position, batting .323. First one on the way. Inside for ball 1. The 1-0.
Ooh.
It'll hit Gonzalez, and she will make her way to first. So the bases are loaded now for Shea Smith.
Well, this isn't just a chance for GCU to take a lead. It's a chance to kind of blow this thing open. A gapper scores 2 for sure and moves runners over probably second and third with only 1 out still.
So with 1 down, Shea Smith will step in. Bases are loaded. Smith batting .400 with the bases juiced, the first one. Right up the middle. Picked up by Boger. Throw on to home. They got her in time for out number 2. So a heads-up play by Boger at short to get Taylor Kay out at home. So now Sierra Smith will have to bring the runners around.
Yeah, this could turn into a real chance squandered for GCU if they can't at least get a run.
First one on the way to Sierra Smith. Inside for ball 1, and we have to take you all the way back to the home opener against Montana in Game 2 when Sierra Smith hit a grand slam. Her first home run of the season and a great way to break in the new stadium. The 1-0. Outside for ball 2.
A couple weeks later, had an inside the park home run, too.
Yeah. Well, we know Sierra's got so much speed around the bags.
That's even insane for a softball stadium.
Well, we did see a triple play too, Alex. The 2-0. That'll be off the glove at first by Killian. 1-1 will score. Gonzalez will come around to score. Lope's lead 4-2.
Wasn't that almost exactly like her last hit down the line? The chopper down the line. Killian off the base and giving a lot of space there. Wasn't able to reach that one, and I'm surprised they sent Gonzalez around.
So off the glove of Killian, Lope's lead 4-2. And Jordan Keaton will step in.
Number 22, Jordan Keaton.
So Keaton, 2 down, runners on second and first. First one on the way. Ooh, right off the arm of Jordan Keaton, so she'll get to first. Second hit batter for Yoways. And now Lainey Gomez will step up.
And another loaded sack situation here, so chance to make it a 4-run lead, maybe even 5 runs.
So big opportunity for GCU to break this thing wide open. 2-run deficit is one thing. Possibly more on the way, the first one. Right to second, throw on to first. Iowa will stop the bleeding, not before GCU gets 2. The score now 4-2 as we move to the top of the 5th. You're watching GCU softball here on GCU TV.
I'm Christian Talon, and I'm earning my bachelor's in information technology at Grand Canyon University. I really wanted to be able to integrate my faith and career, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to go to GCU. One of my favorite ways to do that is by being a part of the life groups on campus. It's a great place to come and study the Bible and have that community experience. Cyber threats are a growing problem for companies and individuals alike. A lot of resources online are under scrutiny of attack. I found it my purpose to try and help businesses and Christian foundations and defend themselves against those attacks. One of the great benefits of going to GCU is that we as students get access to the state-of-the-art IT labs that the university is setting up for us. I really feel like the professors at GCU have invested in me personally. They're always encouraging and providing me with the resources to further my own education and really just grow my interest and passion for technology.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
We get things going in the top of the 5th. The Lopes leading 4-2. Yesenia Morrison now working with a lead for the first time tonight. So far, 4 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 hits, and 2 runs. None of them earned for Yesenia Morrison has settled down since the top of the 1st. And leading off is Mallory Killian. His first one swung on and missed. Killian went down on strikes both times she's been up.
You know, she's really not looked good tonight. Just an easy out there. She seemed way off at the plate.
The 0-1. Inside for strike 2. The 0-2 on the way. High for ball 1. The 1-2. Down the line, foul. The 1-2 on the way to Killian. In the dirt for ball 2.
Well, you want to come out here and generate a good performance on the mound right here. If you're Morrison in this inning, and have your offense, your red-hot offense, get right back out there.
2-2 on the way. That one foul again.
Oh,
yeah, Killian getting all of that one.
Yeah, I was almost made me eat my words from earlier, saying she's an easy out.
Well, 2 strikeouts looking for Mallory Killian. One tipped off for glove over at first. That brought around a run for the Lopes, the 2-2. Chopper. Shea Smith will make a play. Throw on to first in time for out number 1. So with 1 down, Arlie Bogar will step in. Bogar so far got on with an error in her first at bat, came around to score, and then got a base hit. So 1 for 2 so far. Takes the first one outside for a ball. The 1-0. Outside for ball 2. The 2-0. Right past Smith and off of Shea Smith's glove. So Bogar gets on. And with 1 out, Sarah Kurtz will step in.
Already gotten through the last 3 innings with about the same amount of pitches she had in the first inning, so Morrison has certainly calmed down.
So with 1 out, Kurtz will step in. First one in the dirt for ball 1. Kurtz so far 0 for 2 with a strikeout. The 1-0. Chopper. Smith makes the play at second, bobbles it a little bit, but Shea Smith able to pick it up and tag second base. So 2 down for the Lopes, and Allie Wood will step in.
It's a good play out there, but not going to be considered an error, but that's a play that she's got to make out there at shortstop. You got to get the double play right at you. It was a tailor-made because it was right towards the bag and you get your momentum through, but she bobbled it.
And Wood takes the first one in there for a ball. Yeah, but thankfully Smith able to make the play.
Absolutely. But a chance for a
yeah,
double
she takes
play
that
there.
cleanly. Obviously, yeah, we're out of this inning. The 1-0. Inside, back pick to first, not in time. So Kurt's safe at first. She's been caught stealing 1 time so far. The 1-1. Up the middle. It'll fall for a base hit. Kurtz will move to second, and Wood gets on with a 2-out base hit.
2 outs here. You can minimize the damage, obviously, without getting an out right here, but you don't want to load the bases because you have the meat of the order coming up and already up. You want to keep this 2-run cushion.
So Devin Cantu will step in, 2 outs, runners on second and first. Cantu 1 for 2, got a base hit that brought around 2 RBIs. The only run so far that the Hawkeyes have scored. Takes the first one in there for a strike, and count goes to 0-1. So the count goes to 1-1, 2 outs. Lopes looking to get out of this one with their lead intact. The 1-1. Little high for ball 2. The 2-1. Inside for ball 3.
Oh, can't lose her right here. Cannot do that, especially after your offense just came out and got you those 2 runs and back ahead.
So Cantu with runners in scoring position batting .278. The 3-1. Ground ball. Smith will pick it up at short, throw on to first. Got her to end the Hawkeyes top of the 5th. The score intact for the Lopes as we move to the bottom of the 5th, 4-2. Experience the joyous energy of Anything Goes, the latest musical from the College of Fine Arts and Production. Catch the show in Ethington Theater March 16th through the 18th and the 23rd through the 25th. Tickets are available at gcu.edu/anything. So we've got the Spring Student Spotlight Dance at Thunderground, and then Anything Goes at the Ethington Theater. So a lot going on that is not sports here at GCU. So if maybe softball or baseball or basketball isn't your thing, but theater and the arts are, don't worry, GCU's got you covered. March 16th through the 18th and the 23rd through the 25th, Anything Goes. And anything will go in this game as we move to the bottom of the 5th. Lorianne Olson will get things going in the bottom of the 5th. So Kenzie Eiley will step in for Iowa as the new pitcher against Lorianne Olson. Olson so far got on with a walk in her first at-bat and then grounded out to the pitcher in the 3rd. First one on the way. That one smacked up the middle, picked up by Ibarra, not going to be in time, and Olson gets on with a leadoff hit.
The thing about softball is you don't always have to hit it hard to get a hit. Sometimes hitting it softly is just as effective because you can just try and beat it out.
Taylor Kay will step in with a runner on first, no outs. First one on the way from Eiley. Outside for ball 1. Kay 0 for 2. Got on in her second at-bat with an error, really led things off in the 4th, which gave GCU the lead. As she awaits the 1-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Bunt shown, not going to go. Olson will take off to second. Not in time, so a stolen base for Lorianne Olson.
It was definitely a close play there, but I think the tag was up on the hips, and I think the feet were able to get in first. Again, Cantu not getting that ball off as quick as she should be.
2-0, bunt shown again. Ooh, I think Olson will hold up at second, but I think she could have made it to 3rd.
And I think that's a strike at the plate.
Yeah, it should be. Kay wasn't able to pull back. I know the ball came in at her kind of in defense mode, but count will go to 3-0 regardless. So the 3-0. Bunt shown again, pulls back, but that one will go for a strike. Again, we're happy that it's a 3-0 count, not a 2-1 count, but regardless, we got to call the game as we see it. And it seems Taylor Kay got the bat back in time, so the count will go to 3-1. Bunt down. Picked up by Kurtz. Throw on to first. Very close, but they got her for out number 1.
Yeah, good position now with a runner on 3rd. All you need is a relatively deep fly ball here. Just get it off of...
Number 5, Haley Dietrich.
Get it off of the infield here and get this run in and another 3-run cushion.
So Dietrich will step in. 1 down, runner on 3rd. Lope's looking to make this a 3-run lead. Check swing foul. So the count 0-1, 1 down to Dietrich. So Dietrich Grounded out in her first at-bat and then got a single in her second at-bat. The 1-1. Inside for strike 2.
Yeah, that's been called all night, so you got to know to swing there here now with 2 strikes.
The 1-2 on the way. That one slicing in right, it'll go foul. So some more activity in the Iowa bullpen, as well in the GCU bullpen. Looks like Bobo might be warming up. And unless my eyes deceive me, it may also be Mariah Valencia. But I think that 7 is a 7 on the back of the jersey over in the GCU bullpen, the 1-2. Got her on the outside corner for strike 3 looking. Might have been a little outside in my taste, but regardless, it's out number 2.
Well, it doesn't matter. You got to swing at something close there, especially knowing you got a runner on third. Just tap it into play. But one thing you can't have is a looking strikeout, and that's exactly what happened.
So Dowdle will step in with 2 outs, looking to bring around Lorianne Olson. First one on the way. Inside for strike 1.
Sloppy game by both these two teams. 5 errors combined, 13 runners lost. It hasn't been the best of performances by either team.
The 0-1 in the dirt for ball 1.
But one of these teams has got to gut out a win, and they will eventually. And we'll see which team earns it.
The 1-1 in the dirt again for ball 2. The 2-1 outside for strike 2. So like you said, Alex, got to swing at anything close. That one hits the outside corner. And now Dowdle with 2 strikes, 2 outs. Looking to make something happen, the 2-2. Chopper picked up by Bogar, throw on to first in time. So the score will remain 4-2. And the Lopes will look to close things out in the 6th and get ready to start hitting in the bottom of the 6th. The score remains 4-2. You're watching GCU softball here on GCU TV.
Earning your RN to BSN degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. Finding your purpose takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience delivering our accredited RN to BSN program 100% online. Graduate in as few as 16 months, learning from full-time practicing nurse faculty in small classes. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview.
Find your purpose online at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Finding the right college isn't always simple. The choices I make today affect where I'll be tomorrow. That's why I chose Grand Canyon University. Here I'm working toward a greater purpose and a place that feels like home. With scholarships to help me earn my degree, I can graduate in less than 4 years. By attending GCU, Arizona's premier private Christian university, I know I'm not just making the right choice, I'm making the smart choice.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
So Bobo will come in relief to shut things down in the 6th and possibly in the top of the 7th. Bocage, of course, had a no-hitter going last time against Iowa up until the 7th inning. And we'll see if she can keep the Iowa batters quiet here in the top of the 6th. First one on the way to Schneider. Swung on and missed for strike 1. So Mackenzie Schneider, so far 1 for 2. A base hit and then a fly out to left field. Swings at the first one for a strike, the 0-1. Outside corner for ball 1. So the count goes 1-1 to Snyder. And the 1-1 on the way. Picked up by Smith at third. Great play. Throw on to first. Got her for out number 1. So a heads-up play by Sierra Smith over at third base. And 1 down for Bobo and the Lopes defense.
Number 27, Cheyenne Pratt.
And now Cheyenne Pratt will step in. Pratt was pinch hit for in her first at-bat. Now we'll get her first opportunity here in the 6th. Chopper, Olsen's there. Throw on to first. 1-2 for the Lopes. 2 down.
Well, this defensive unit looking sharp right now behind Bobo, and you always have a pitcher on the mound that gives you the most confidence as a team, and looks like it's Bobo.
So 2 down, and now Haven Montier will step in. That went in there outside for ball 1. Montier 0 for 2 so far with a ground out and a fly out. The 1-0. Chopper again. Smith will pick it up, throw on to first. 1, 2, 3 go down the Hawkeyes in the 6th. The score remains 4-2 as we move to the bottom of the 6th.
GCU TV's latest series is here to answer your questions. Watch new episodes of Ask GCU every week on youtube.com/GCU and tweet all your GCU related questions to #AskGCU to get your question featured.
So if you're on campus or coming to campus, or maybe if you're just curious about all the new stuff we've added to campus, Ask GCU is there for your questions. And you can tweet them at #AskGCU, and maybe your next question will be featured in our next episode. So Eiley is still on the mound for the Hawkeyes. 1 hit so far in her only inning pitched, 1 strikeout. She was able to get the Lopes out with runners on last time. And the top of the order for the Lopes, Nikki Gonzalez will step in. 1 home run in the 3rd. She got hit by a pitch in the 4th, and then there was she grounded out in the 1st.
GCU, your catcher, number 26, Nikki Gonzalez.
So Gonzalez will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th. Lopes hoping to mark up a couple insurance runs and close things out in the 7th. First one in there for strike 1.
Yeah, it would be a great comeback after losing the first one in a shortened game to win the next 2 and win the series.
So the 0-1 on the way. In there for strike 2 on the outside corner.
Baseball team sweeping Penn State.
Yeah, it was great.
Team. You were on that call all weekend.
I was. The 0-2. That one right past Killian for a base hit for Nikki Gonzalez. And now Shea Smith will step in with a runner on. Yeah, it was a 8-1 win for the first game for the Lopes, and then back-to-back walk-off wins, and they were able to complete the sweep against Penn State.
And Penn State, of course, in the Big Ten. I mean, anytime you get the Power 5 conference teams and you sweep them, win, let alone sweep, you're happy.
Yeah, an outstanding performance by Jake Wong in the first game. 10 strikeouts, setting not only a season high, but a career high.
Quinn Cotton had the walk-off in the second game, right?
He had the walk-off in the 3rd game. In the second game, it was Preston Pavlica with a sacrifice fly. Brought around Kona Quiggle. The Lopes men's baseball team is on a road trip. Shea Smith steps in for the women's softball team. T-Tone heads to second in there in time. She pinch ran for Nikki Gonzalez, and Taylor T-Tone with a stolen base, putting herself in scoring position.
Yeah, Cantu just so slow to get that ball up and out of the hands. Almost has a hitch up at the top, and none of her throws down to second have been anywhere close to getting the runner.
So the count 1-0. Smith steps in, T-Tone on second. The 1-0 on the way. That one again, a little floater will go foul. Just bouncing on the line. And it goes foul. So the count 0-2. The 0-2 on the way. Outside, got her looking for strike 3. And the first out for Iowa.
Number 3, Sierra Smith.
So Sierra Smith will step in with 1 out. Taylor Keaton still on second. Takes the first one in there for a strike. The 0-1. That one smacked foul. So the count goes 0-2. That one taken outside for ball 1. So Smith with a fly out, then a base hit. She came around to score, and then she reached out an error in her third at bat. So 1 for 3 for Sierra Smith. Takes that one outside for ball 2. Of course, Shay and Sierra having their 21st birthday tonight. Probably the best way that they'd want to celebrate it on the softball field. That one into right field. Snyder is there. Keaton will stay at second, and now 2 down for Iowa. So Jordan Keaton will step in with a runner on second. 2 outs for Iowa. And we'll see what Jordan Keaton can do with 2 outs. That one up the middle. Keaton will score. Keaton will stay at first. Lopes extend the lead, 5-2.
Yeah, that's exactly the insurance you want. Only have 1 more inning on the mound here if they shut him out, and they want the 3-run cushion. It's way more comfortable than 2 runs.
So Keaton gets on with a single, bringing around Keaton, and the Lopes up now 5-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. And Lainey Gomez will try to bring Keaton around and extend the lead even more. First one gets past Cantu. Keaton will stay at second and advances on the pass ball. So now the Hawkeyes will talk it over. Gomez so far 1 for 3 with a double. Second and advances on the pass ball. Runners in scoring position. She's batting .302, and with 2 outs, she's batting .292. So pretty good numbers for Lainey Gomez, the 1-0. Up the middle, picked up by Eiley for out number 3. So the Lopes put 1 more on the board to extend the lead, 5-2. We move to the top of the 7th, where hopefully Bobo can close things out. You're watching GCU softball here on GCU TV.
My name is Anthony Perez, and I earned my master's in education at Grand Canyon University. I feel that the degree program at GCU definitely got me ready and prepared me to be an agent of change, so that way I can lead my classroom to find innovative ways of solving the problems in education in the state of Arizona. Grand Canyon University definitely has a vibrant campus that has many resources that are accessible.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Daniela Ibarra will get things going for the Hawkeyes here in the top of the 7th. Bobo looking to close things out for the Lopes and end the GCU Invitational with a win. Current score right now 4-2 as we begin, 5-2, excuse me, as we begin the top of the 7th. Ibarra so far, well, I'm sorry, it'll be a pinch hitter. So Elizabeth DeShields will step in her first at-bat against Bobo, the first one on the way. Inside corner for strike one. So DeShields pinch hitting for Daniela Ibarra. The 0-1 on the way. That one smacked foul, and 0-2 goes the count. DeShields shows bunt, pulls back the 0-2, outside corner, no call. So ball one.
Thought that was going to be called a strike. He's rung up a couple batters on that outside pitch already tonight.
So that time a little too outside, and the count will go to 1-2. DeShields showing bunt again. Pulls back the 1-2. Driven into left field, foul. So DeShields protecting at the plate. Drives that one into left field, but it goes way foul. DeShields so far no hits on 16 at-bats. She's only started 7 out of the 12 games she's played. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. It gets past Gonzalez, and they'll call it foul. Throw was in time. So DeShields will get her at-bat extended on the foul ball.
Another one of those phantom foul balls. Doesn't necessarily seem like we hear it, but they're getting called anyway.
So the count stays at 1-2. DeShields shows bunt again. The 1-2 on the way. Chopped foul. So DeShields battling off those inside pitches from Bobo. Keeping the count 1-2. DeShields showing bunt again, the 1-2. That one in the left field, it'll go foul. Yeah, if that one had stayed fair, it would have been trouble.
Gotta start to find a put-away pitch right here. 1-2, don't have her chase, play around with something here.
Maybe work that outside corner. It has been called several times before. Hopefully get her looking for out number one. DeShields showing bunt again, the 1-2. Outside corner, not going to call it, so it'll be a ball. A little too outside. Count will move to 2-2. DeShields shows bunt again, the 2-2. Chopper picked up by Smith, throw on to first. Off the glove of Dietrich at first. So DeShields will get on with an error. And the top of the order, and Mallory Killian will step up for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
And this is not a good idea right now to go to the mound right now.
Really no damage done.
I don't know why they're acting like yeah, that's the biggest deal. This just gets in. I mean, really, Bobo was throwing pretty well. Just a nice at-bat up there by DeShields, and she's handled Killian all night, so just let her pitch and get out of this thing herself.
So DeShields is on first. Killian will step in. So far, 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First one on the way. Inside for ball one. So Bobo looking to shut things down and end this game. The 1-0 to Killian. Inside pitch hit foul. The Lope's defense has been pretty good so far, minus that throw. Both teams splitting the errors with 3.
It's a lot of errors in a Division I softball game.
No, either way, I trust every single infielder we've got. The 1-1. Off speed. Inside.
No.
For strike 2.
I don't like that because then you risk getting a runner on second if that ball goes into right field, and Gonzalez sometimes can miss with her aim.
Well, thankfully for us, Dietrich's been a wall over at first base. So Killian waits the 1-2. In the dirt, great block by Gonzalez, keeps that one in front of her. Runner will stay at first. Cal will move to 2-2, still no outs for the Lopes. Looking for a possible double play here. Get out of this one with a win and head into the next set of games, which will be against Nebraska in Fullerton, California. The 2-2. That one foul. They'll take on Nebraska, Ohio State, DePaul, and then obviously Cal State Fullerton. The Easton Invitational. There we go. And then they'll be back home to start conference play.
Nice little tune-up against those teams in Fullerton before conference play starts.
The 2-2 on the way. Almost hits Killian, but she says that it did. So Dale Wilson thinks it got her on the inside, so Killian will get on with a hit by pitch.
You can see her body language right now on the mound, starting to freak herself out. Not sure how she lost control like that. Only had 3 more outs to get with a 3-run lead. You can't collapse like this.
Well, you can see Coach Pearson walking over to talk to Dale Wilson, and I'm right there on her side. I'm not sure where that hit Killian. We've got the ghost foul tips. We've got the ghost hit by pitch now. And with no outs, the Lopes have runners on second or the Hawkeyes have runners on second and first. That one outside. Throw down to second. Throw over to first. Not in time. Both runners will advance. So Gonzalez tries to get what was the lead runner out at second. Instead, both runners advance. And now Iowa with a big opportunity to try to cut into the deficit. And now one swing away from tying this up.
And it starts with telling Nikki Gonzalez to stop trying to throw it back pick. In a situation like this, they're expecting that now in Iowa. The throws doesn't really do anything but warn them. It hasn't really been close. You've never gotten anyone. And that's a smart play by the runner to go and to know, for Thompson to know that was coming.
Yeah, Leah Thompson coming in as a pinch runner.
And that's what you expect from your pinch runners.
Exactly. She pinch ran for DeShields at first. And now Thompson's on third and Killian's on second. And now Arlie with an opportunity, chopper to Smith. Checks the runner, throw on to first. Little high again, keeps the foot on the bag as Dietrich. And one down. And Alex, we talked about Sarah Kurtz not making the catch over at third base, which led to Nikki's home run, and then the Lopes eventually tying it. But if, I believe it was Sierra Smith makes that throw to first initially, DeShields is out, and we've got 2 down.
Absolutely. It all comes down. It's one play that can and really swing the whole game.
First one on the way. Kurtz check swing. Did not go. So speaking of Sarah Kurtz, she steps up. 1 strikeout, 1 ground out, and then a fly out. The 1-0. Up the middle. 1 will score. The throw home. It is. Oh, she's safe. Killian scores, and so does Thompson. And now the Lopes lead cut to 1. Very close play at home. I could have swore Nikki got her. But I guess she slid under the tag.
Yeah. Nikki tagged the legs. You absolutely have to tag the feet, block the base. Could tell from here she tagged up high, sliding in, and the legs reached home before the tag touched the hips.
So Kurtz gets on with a double, brings around 2. And now the Lopes lead is cut to 1.
Gotta get a strikeout here.
Yeah, a strikeout would be huge for GCU.
Or a pop fly.
First one on the way. Outside for ball 1.
Well, a couple of these mistakes by Nikki Gonzalez, just has to bounce back. She had the home run, of course, but that's what happens in the game of softball sometimes.
So Allie Wood stepping up. Takes the first one for a ball, second one in there for a strike. Wood so far 1 for 2 with a walk, came around to score when she got on in the first, and then got a hit in the 5th and struck out in the 3rd. Lopes would like another strikeout here from Wood. Count 1-1, one out. Runner on second, the 1-1 on the way. Check swing, yes she did, for strike 2.
Yeah, now is when we need the put-away pitch right here. You need to have a put-away pitch.
So Bobo looking for out number 2. Iowa looking to tie this thing up. The 1-2 on the way to Wood. That one into right. Coming around is Kurtz. She will score. Wood will stay at second. We are tied in the top of the 7th.
Well, that's just clutch right there. And that's coming back from a team that was shut out against Bobo. Only 1 hit, and now they're really opposite.
So the Lopes were working with a 3-run lead as we began this inning. And Iowa has managed to tie it up. Cantu will step in with a runner on second. Cantu 1 for 3 so far. The 0-1. Inside foul. So the 0-2 on the way to Cantu. Chopper picked up by Bobo for out number 2.
Now you need to make sure this run from third doesn't come in. You need a strikeout. You need an out, no matter how you get it.
So Mackenzie Schneider will step in. 1 for 3. She had a single in the first. Runner on third, 2 down. Lopes looking to get out of this one. Outside corner for a ball. The 1-0. Down the line foul for strike 1. So the count goes 1-1, 2 outs. Wood on third. Snyder up at the plate. Lopes looking to get out of this one. The 1-1. That one foul. The 1-2. Outside corner, got her looking, rung her up for out number 3, but Iowa ties it up at 5. We move to the bottom of the 7th where the Lopes look to win it in dramatic fashion. 2-time Grammy nominee David Crowder is bringing his American Prodigal Tour to the GCU Arena on April 8th. Student tickets and VIP tickets are available. Get yours at gcuarena.com. So Bobo came into the top of the 7th looking to close things out with a 3-run lead. And Iowa is resilient, tying it up in the top of the 7th. Hadn't scored since the 1st. Scores 3 in the 7th. And we're knotted up at 5. And Lope's looking to hopefully win it in a walk-off, as Allison Ducey will step in relief of Kenzie Eiley. Eiley 3 hits, 1 earned run, and 2 strikeouts and 2 innings pitched. Lorianne Olson will lead us off here in the bottom of the 7th. Ducey a 1.24 ERA, 5-3. 9 earned runs, 44 hits, and 60 strikeouts.
Ducey was on the mound the first. On the mound, the first win for Iowa in that blowout.
So the Lopes will look to get to Ducey early. Lorianne Olson batting .500 in the leadoff spot. Check swing, did she go? Yes, she did. So Olson 1 for 2 so far. Base hit in the 5th, got on a walk in the 2nd. Batting .500 when she leads off the inning. Takes the first one for a strike. The 0-1. Outside for strike 2.
Well, it's going to be tough if they swing and miss on these pitches here. They will need to get something in contact.
The 0-2. Outside corner for ball 1. So it will be Olson, Kay, and Dietrich. Look to win things for the Lopes here in the bottom of the 7th. The men's team was able to do it. Let's see if the softball team can. The 1-2, high for ball 2.
Just need to start off this bottom half with someone on base. Doesn't matter how it happens.
We'll see if Lorianne Olson can do that. It was actually the 2nd and 3rd game for the men's team where they won in walk-off fashion. 2-2 fouled off. And now in the 3rd game for the softball team, similar vibe. Except it was the Lopes coming back from behind in both games.
That's a tough top half of the inning.
The 2-2. Off speed way high for ball 3. Olson works the count to full.
Tough spot because you need to get on base here, but you got to also swing at anything close. This is a huge pitch in the full count.
The 3-2. Fouled off. So Olson doing her best Bee Gees impression, staying alive at the plate. Count 3-2. The pitch. Olson popped it up. Hustling over to get it, and making the catch is Bogart short for out number 1. So Olson goes down, and now a pinch hitter for the Lopes. Oh, I'm sorry. Taylor Kay will step in. So Kay, 0 for 2, got on with an error. Looking to be the runner for the Lopes. Kay showing bunt, pulls back, takes that one for strike 1.
If he just gets one person on base and hope to work her around.
The 0-1 to Kay. Inside for ball 1.
Another lapse in the top of the 7th for GCU, and that's a trend they're going to have to break before conference play because they will find themselves losing game after game once they start if they do that.
The 1-1. In the dirt for ball 2. The 2-1. Kay pulls back, takes that one for strike 2. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Out number 2 for the Lopes. And Kaylee Dietrich will try to close things out. 2-out rally looking for the Lopes. Dietrich so far 1 for 3, got a hit in the 4th. And with 2 outs is batting .250. First one on the way. Fouls the first one off. Pratt, Montier, and Ibarra will lead things off for Iowa if we get to the top of the 8th. As Dietrich fouls that one off, count goes to 0-2.
Yeah, not anywhere close to Ducey right now, and got to be fortunate that they get a runner on second to start extras so they can at least bunt and get her around if they need it.
The 0-2 outside for ball 1. Dietrich and possibly Dowdle. And then the top of the order. So the count goes to 1-2. That one fouled off again. Dietrich battling at the plate. The 1-2. High for ball 2. So if Dietrich can get on, Dowdle so far 0 for 2. But if Dowdle can get on, then you get Nikki Gonzalez up, who's 2 for 3 with a home run. The 2-2. Inside, swung on and missed for strike 3. The score will remain 5-5. Lopes will make it interesting as we head to the top of the 8th. Extra innings here at GCU Softball Stadium. We will be right back for the top of the 8th.
Phoenix is Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
If you are just joining us, it is interesting here at GCU Softball Stadium. Coming into the top of the 7th, the Lopes were up 5-2. And then a 3-run top of the 7th tied things up at 5. And now we are in the top of the 8th. Cheyenne Pratt will lead things off for the Hawkeyes. First one on the way. In the dirt for ball 1. So Bocage looking to close things out here in the 8th, and hopefully the bats can get going. It'll be Dowdle, Gonzalez, and then Smith. The 1-0. Outside corner for strike 1.
So you're not going to see a runner on second. That's only in tournament games. The runner starts on second in extra innings to speed up the game.
The 1-1. Right past Smith. It'll be a base hit for Pratt.
Really didn't like that rule because then it just was a really freebie. You just put a bunt and go get a runner out third with 1 out already, but this is technically not considered a tournament game.
It is also the final game of the Invitational, so there's not really any games after this, or
yep.
You know, it's almost 9 o'clock, so I doubt anyone's going to want to play softball at 10 or 11 at night. First one on the way, bunt shown, bunt down. It is foul. So Haven Montier, so far 0 for 3. With runners on, she's .077 average. And she takes the first one for a strike. The 0-1. Bunt down. Smith will pick it up at third, make the play at first for out number 1. So Pratt will go to second as Montier grounds out.
Yeah, but that's what they wanted. They got a runner to second with 1 out, and essentially if you can really keep it with 1 out and get a runner to third, you stand a good chance to score here.
Ibarra will step in with 1 out, runner on second. First one on the way. Down low for ball 1. Ibarra was pinched hit for last time at bat. And with runners in scoring position is batting 125. And after her, Mallory Killian, the top of the order, will come up. Granted, there's no double play. The 1-0. Chopper. Picked up by Smith. Throw on to first for out number 2. Great play by Shea Smith to track that one down. And now 2 down for the Lopes.
Nice play up the middle, ranging to the left. Thought that was going to get through, but beautiful job to throw it in time to first, and now 2 outs and a runner on third. It's a lot better than 1 out and a runner on third.
Mallory Killian.
First one on the way. Fouled off by Mallory Killian here in the top of the 8th. Killian 0 for 3 so far with 2 strikeouts. She was hit by a pitch in the 7th and came around to score. Bobo still on the mound for the Lopes. The 0-1 on the way to Killian. Ground ball. Bobbled by Smith. 1 will score. And Iowa takes the lead 6-5.
Well, seems like that air is really going to hurt them, and just no 2 ways around that. You got to be able to come up with that play, a routine ground ball, and that's a costly one right there.
Seems like Smith was thinking throw before she had the ball in her glove. Would have ended the inning for the Lopes. And now Arlie Bogar will step in, 2 down, runner on first, the first one on the way. Picked up by Smith, throw to second, make the easy play for out number 3. Iowa gets a run around, and the Lopes will have to tie things up and hopefully get the win here in the bottom of the 8th. The score, 6-5.
Sarah, I'm a senior at GCU studying hospitality management. Since the program started, it's already grown so much. There's so many opportunities for students to be able to learn outside of the classroom. We have the golf course, we have the hotel, the restaurant. My professors are industry professionals. It makes me feel comfortable knowing that I'm being trained in relevant information. When you graduate from GCU with a hospitality degree, people know that you're prepared. I think it makes you better equipped to handle any situation. It makes you more valuable, especially here in Phoenix when there's so many opportunities. The best part about being a GCU student is just the fact that I'm in a community where everyone supports me and everyone wants to see me succeed. One of the things I love about GCU is just the importance they place on servant leadership. I serve in the children's ministry, teaching Sunday school. It's incredibly rewarding. GCU is helping me find my purpose.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Maddie Dowdle will lead things off in the bottom of the 8th. Lopes looking to tie it up at 6 and hopefully get the win here in the bottom of the 8th. First one on the way. Dowdle fouls that one off. If you notice in the top left corner of your screen, you can see our score bug says the bottom of the 1st. I want you to know that it is not a restart of the game. It's actually the bottom of the 8th. We are in extra innings here at GCU Softball Stadium. And Dowdle swings and fouls the first one off. The 0-1 on the way. Dowdle swings inside pitch for strike 2.
Yeah, really nowhere close to Ducey right now, and it was a good move for Iowa to bring her in because she is plowing through this GCU lineup so far.
The 0-2 on the way to Dowdle. Outside high for ball 3. Sorry, ball 1, the 1-2. Chopped foul. So the count goes to 2-2. I think I might have said ball 3, but a lot of weird things been going on tonight. So the count will go to 2-2. That one popped foul. Excuse me, 1-2. So the count will remain 1-2. Did not expect that we were going to be in extra innings. Lopes came into the top of the 7th with a comfortable three-run lead.
Exactly.
The 1-2. Outside corner for ball 2. That outside spot has been so touchy for Dale Wilson.
Yeah, it's been sometimes a strike 3 and sometimes doesn't even call it, so you never know.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Out number 1 for the Lopes, and now the top of the order with Nikki Gonzalez. Will try to get something going with 1 down. Gonzalez 2 for 3 with a home run in the 3rd. They're going to need her here.
Yeah, if anyone you want up, it's Gonzalez right here.
First one on the way. Inside, swung on and missed. First strike 1. The 0-1 on the way. That one right to Bogar for out number 2, and the Lopes down to their final out with Shea Smith. It'd be quite a birthday present if Shea and Sierra went back-to-back home runs. Of course, it'd be a gift for all of us here. But if Shea can get on, maybe Sierra can bring her around, tie this thing up. Hopefully be enough to close things out. First one on the way. Smith right to Kurtz, and that is how the game will end. So the Lopes unable to get the win in the final game of the GCU Invitational. They will head on the road to Fullerton, California to take on Nebraska, Ohio State, DePaul, and Cal State Fullerton. And then back home to take on Utah in a doubleheader and begin conference play. The Lopes will be back March 20th for a doubleheader against the University of Utah. Catch it here, right here on GCU TV. Follow Grand Canyon University on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. Lopes get the loss here in extras. Nikki Gonzalez, our player of the game, a big home run, but unable to finish off things here. Still a lot of excitement for the rest of the season to come. For Alex Larson, the rest of the team here at GCU TV, I'm Philip Katafma. We'll be back on March 20th for a doubleheader. Have a great rest of your night, and go Lopes.